Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Hours ago, the late General Atahiru died on board a plane craft on an official assignment. Hours after, news a video became viral. It was trending. How two officers in that same plane, they jumped out of the plane using a parachute. According to the video that went viral, two locals narrated, they say they were eyewitnesses, narrated what happened in the scene, and this video went viral. A lot of persons started asking questions because in the midst of the burial ceremony, this video was being talked about. The likes of Femi Fani Kayode reacted. Some prominent, one or two prominent news media carried it. It prompted Nigerians to begin to look at the classified information that got on air. That prompted a lot of people and a lot of prominent guys, prominent media houses to go into fact check to find out how true this is, how two presumably officers were able to leave the onboard flights that crashed and all that. In the moment, we're going to find out the result of that, and also we look at this after looking at through all the facts and figures, which you're going to see in the video. Also, we will now brainstorm in our comment section. How possible, how visible is it? A lot of persons have been crying out and calling out that is an assassination attempt. Some said it was a case of Shekau dying today and tomorrow the chief of army staff follows suit, and that something doesn't jive, something is not giving here. But you're going to get that all in the moment. But before we do so, like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Well, hours after a military aircraft carrying Ibrahim Atahiru, the deceased chief of army staff (COAS), and other military personnel crashed, a trending video surfaced on social media with claims that two persons flew out of the plane, apparently with parachutes. Mr. Atahiru and other occupants of the plane died on Friday after landing on the runway of the Kaduna International Airport. Military authorities hastily concluded that the air accident was caused by bad weather, though there was heavy downpour. In a trending clip, a middle-aged man, apparently granting an interview, claimed to have seen two persons jumped out of the aircraft with parachute and was out of his sight in a short while. He was standing in the bush, which apparently is a crash site, judging by some debris of a plane sighted around him. Nigerians, without verifying the source of the video clip, began circulating as emanating from the accident, which occurred Friday evening. A former aviation minister, that's Femi Fani Kayode, who also reacted, called for investigation into what transpired, suggesting that the departed personnel might have been assassinated. Further, it was discovered that the clip from this trending part was extracted, which dates back in September 2018. It was a short clip from a video of a plane crash as well, but it took place sometime in September 2018, not 2021. My God. The multimedia also went further to upload. They said it was a video clip of a crashed military jet in Abuja then. A sweet 6 minutes 5 seconds clip began by capturing the then crashed aircraft hovering around the vicinity. Thereafter, the edited clip showed locals trudging to the accident site before the part where the middle-aged man narrated what he allegedly saw, which is being circulated today as coming from the Kaduna crash site. Now, the original clip was done in 2018 by a big media house. All right, but at some point after this whole scenario went on, somebody so wonderful decided to cut a little, just what happened in the site, just few minutes video. I started trending that two people actually came out of that site and all that, and it became a sensation. It became a trending video. Without verifying, Nigeria swallowed it hook, line, and sinker. Now, but people have been saying it's possible. A lot of verdicts have started coming. Nigerians have started reacting. Some persons have started looking at the technicalities of parachute being, people holding parachute to, jump out of a moving plane and all that. Technicalities of that particular type of aircraft. all of them have started coming up. People with expertise have started reacting, saying how possible or how impossible this can happen. Well, in the conclusion of some of the verdicts, of course, we're going to look at other people's verdicts as well. They said no recent evidence to back up the claim that two persons flew out of the crashed aircraft conveying the military persons or military personnel to Kaduna at the weekend, which means the video that went around being viral was actually false. It was crafted, was generated from an old clip of 2018. But apart from that particular clip, which everyone, those who were able to look at their verification and verify this news, went ahead and noticed that it was just an appendage. It was just a clip from that place, which they now said to make it on its own and join issues with what happened some hours ago. But a lot of Nigerians have said, okay, clip or not, can this truly be what truly may have happened? Could there be people truly or genuinely who could have possibly escaped from that kind of aircraft? Hear the verdict of some Nigerians, over this matter. This one here is saying lies. Nobody can parachute from that height. This is a verdict from one who has a bit of experience over this. He said nobody can parachute from that height and survive. Besides, it was heavily raining and the plane was filled even above its useful capacity with 11 souls on board. That plane is designed for 10 people max. That's maximum. All 11 have been accounted for, and there's no way that plane could have gone airborne with any extra soul. This one here is saying, I said it was impossible for any extra soul to be on that plane, and I was right. This one here is saying, if this video is eyewitness video of the plane crash that killed COAS, that's Chief of Army Staff, then it was actually two planes that collided, and maybe those men the villagers spotted coming down with a parachute, maybe from the other plane. In the video, the villagers said two planes collided and they had to bring the wreckage of the other plane to this crash site. Probably the second plane is a small plane that allowed its pilot to jet with a parachute. Now, from the original big complete video, if you hear the full narration of the eyewitness, you would notice that the way they narrated it was a case of two planes. It sounded more like two planes, coming in together, but one or two were able to come out. That which means the other one may not have been able to come out, but the other ones escaped. One or two people escaped. So which means from what happened last some hours ago, there was not a two-plane crash. It was a case of weather condition based on information that was released. Okay, but in all, I don't think anybody came out alive. Let's respect the dead and bury the dead peacefully, and let the parents and let the wife and the family people mourn him in peace. That's going to wrap it up. Let's put in the comment section. What's your verdict over this? Do you think that the video was actually right? For me personally, I think that video was false. It was actually done by a mischievous hand. Let's